Hey YouTube, this is Jacob with Good to Go Gear. As you can tell, I'm doing another unboxing video. This is something I've been looking at for a while, and I had somebody ask about my Rush 72 bag in my EDC backpack video, if I thought it was too big. And truthfully, I think it is a little too big because I loaded it up with so much stuff that when I leave the truck, it's not comfortable to carry. Like, I'll do it like when we go, like my wife and I went to a trade days. It was in Stanton, you know, it's a little town, and they have like a trade days, kind of like a mini carnival or a city, not really fair. There's no rides or anything. It's just where they sell different things, items that are made or bought, and you know, like handmade jewelry or handmade wood objects, or you know, metal signs, just kind of a trade days. And it was really fun, and I carried the bag the whole time. And I didn't put the waist strap on, and one thing I did notice was it was really hard on my shoulders, you know, by my neck where the back strap or the shoulder straps go. So I cinched it up tight and kind of held it, and I could have just pulled the shoulder or the waist strap out and put it on, but I chose not to, and I regretted that. But because it's such a big bag, and I find myself overloading it with stuff that, you know, I need, because I use it as an urban EDC bag, and you know, a woods type EDC bag, and I find myself carrying a lot of stuff I don't need daily, but stuff that may come in handy, but you know, I don't use it every day. So I decided to downgrade, because that person in the video, or in the comments of that EDC Rush backpack or Rush 72 video, was asking, you know, if I felt it was too big, and you know, what I thought of the Rush 24. So what this is actually the Rush 24 backpack. Very similar, but I've done a lot of looking around at different bags, like a Maxpedition, and I looked at a Maxpedition, I think VanQuest, and this one. And what I kept coming back to was this one. I really liked this one, so I went ahead and ordered it. I ordered it from LA Police Gear. I'm not sponsored by anybody, as you guys can probably tell. I don't have enough viewers or anything, so nobody's paying me to say any of this. Anybody that I mention in my videos, like, there's no reason for me to mention them other than I like who I use. And I've ordered several things from LA Police Gear. Because like I looked at Academy, I've seen these bags at Academy before, and the one here where we live now doesn't have it. And they offered to order it for me, you know, for free, and it would be free shipping, 3 to 5 days. And I chose not to, because when I looked at LA Police Gear, it came with the free LA Police Gear hat, you know, with a patch here and on top. I can put it on top, or right here on the front. And I was like, well, that's cool, because that didn't cost me anything, and I can throw it in the bag. And it also came with the LA Police Gear, what the hell is this, pocket trauma pack. And you know, I don't really carry a first aid kit in my EDC bags, and I thought, hey, you know, this isn't, you know, an all-inclusive EDC kit, but it's something I could build on and throw in the bag and maybe keep in there, you know, and stuff like that. So I figured, hey, if I'm going to order it from anywhere, why not go ahead and get it with LA Police Gear, and where I can get some stuff that might help me out. So I went ahead and ordered it from there. It took a little longer to get to me, and I had to pay, it was like $3 in shipping, you know, big deal. But I went ahead and ordered it from LA Police Gear. So let's get into the bag. Okay, it comes in a plastic bag. It's taped shut. Gotta make sure I throw it away so my son doesn't get it. Alright. It says it's the updated design. 2,000 cubic inches, 33 liter main compartment capacity. 511 Tactical Series, field tested by VTAC. Viking Tactics teaches battle proven weapon handling techniques, blah blah blah. Just tells a little bit about them. It says what all the pockets are. This is kind of easy. I might use this. I pulled up the LA Police Gear website, because the bag comes in several different colors. Let me Tell you what they all are. It comes in black, deep, flat earth, tack, OD, and sandstone. Truthfully, I would like the deep, flat earth, but a lot of people say, because my 511 Rush 72 bag is sandstone, and I like it, but they're like, oh, well, that's too tactical. I'm like, how the hell is that tactical? It's sandstone. And they're like, well, it just looks too tactical. And I'm like, okay, so truthfully, I don't like black bags. I think they look tactical. What do they call everything? Oh, it's tactical black. Oh, it's tactical black. Like, oh, your guns. Oh, it's tactical black. You know, your sheets. Oh, they're tactical black. Like, it's blacked out. And it's like, I don't care for tactical black. So there's a few differences between this and the 511 Rush 72. The Rush 72 has pockets that, you know, like this has side pockets as well, but they're kind of more built into the bag. The Rush 72, the pockets poke out on both sides. This also would fold out, and you have a kind of a shove-all pocket where you can put in, you know, they show like tactical helmets and shit that I don't have. You know, I use it for my jacket. I keep a flashlight and gloves in there, you know, stuff I might need quickly that I don't have to dig through the bag. This, according to this bag, or according to this little guide, is called an accessories pocket, and it has Velcro here. It says for like a name tape or something. I believe the Rush 72 also has that. And then it has, you know, a morale patch holder right here. See, it's hard to see on the camera because it's all black. But the main difference is this pocket seems like it's a little bit bigger, and it also opens like, I'd call it like a butterfly. You know, it opens to the side. You know, whereas on a Rush 72, you know, it unzips. I think you have two zippers and you can unzip it, but it folds down. Whereas this folds over. They do not go through. It has a pocket that's fleece lined here, and then a zipper pocket right here. It doesn't look like it holds very much. Maybe some batteries or a headlamp or something. Oops, my thing went off. Because this has a lot of the features that are available on it. So I want to keep that where I can go over them with y'all. And then it says the interior admin panel. This, I believe, is very similar to the 511 Rush 72 as well. It doesn't go all the way down. It has two pockets here. The other ones are like mainly like for magazine holders. And then it has a zippered pocket right here. Let me see if I can get this where y'all can see it better. I'm gonna move the camera closer. Sorry about this, guys. Let's see if that's any better. Okay. Alright. In the admin, you have two pockets right here in the exterior part of the pocket. You could probably still use it for a magazine holder. Then you have just a deep, you know, open pocket here with two deep open pocket right here with two other like Velcro pockets here, one on each side. Over here. And then you have some pin pockets, and then a small, like maybe, I don't know what you put in there. It fits two of my fingers, and I have big fingers, and I'm touching the bottom. And that's it for in here. So it is a little different. Oh, it also has two, maybe keychain holders right here. Like one on this side and one on this side. I never really use those. It might be handy to clip like a flashlight to or something, or keys, or maybe a ferro rod, whatever you want to be able to get your hands on pretty quickly. It does have side pockets right here. They're not as deep at all as the 511 Rush 72, but they are there. It has a rain flap that goes there, and all right. Let's see. It has another one on the other side. Same thing. I mean, there's not much difference. Undo this. So that's quite a bit smaller than what I'm used to on the 511 Rush 72. And then, damn, it keeps getting hung up. Oh, okay, I didn't notice that. It keeps getting hung up when I try to zip it on both sides. There's like another kind of internal pocket right here. Like here's the main external pocket, and then right here there's like a little internal pocket. It's not very deep. You might shove like a Leatherman or something in there. Damn, that's aggravating. It keeps getting hung up on that piece of flat that makes that pocket. And then of course you got the strap, you know, to tighten the bag, cinch it down, and make sure everything's tight. The main pocket. Okay, you have, this is the outside part. You have a zipper pocket with mesh see-through right here that can open from the top or the bottom. I like that feature. Then you have a second zipper pocket, you know, pretty generous size. And then down here, this is just like the 511 Rush 72. You have a non-mesh pocket, more like a nylon, that's fairly large with a zipper. And on this side, you have like a bungee strap pocket, very similar to the 511 Rush 72. And you also have another mesh zipper pocket right here. And then I just realized there's a pocket I forgot to go over on the external part of the bag. And that pocket is the sunglass pocket, which is right here. And that's fleece line. It's right here. It's in a little bit different of a spot. Kind of tucked. It makes like his own little flap right here. And you pull that back, unzip it, and then it's a fleece line sunglasses pocket. That's usually where I keep my what's it called? My solar panel, my charger, my sunglasses cleaner, stuff like that. And then unbuckle these strands. Right here is the water bladder pocket. Alright, okay. It unzips quite a bit, and has a hook for your water bladder right here. It's a pretty large pocket, and then I'm not sure. Okay, there's a hole right here in the top where I think you could run your water bladder. Hurt. It's like a hard plastic. I'm not sure how you get the water bladder. Bite tube out. I'll have to figure that out. I just got this, so I haven't had a chance to play with it at all. I have a large drain hole down here for if you get rained on, and then two large drain holes on the bottom, as well as some spots to run some, I guess lashing if you want to put a sleeping bag or a tent or something on the bottom. And what I like about this is it is a smaller bag. It's still a pretty large bag, but it is a smaller bag. It won't allow me to carry as much stuff that I don't need. So hopefully it'll be lighter. This is a bag I'm hoping to carry to work every day, so I'm not going to carry as much wilderness survival stuff. You know, I'll probably still carry like a pocket knife in it, a lighter, you know, stuff like that. But not anything that might be considered a weapon or anything like that. So yeah, overall I'm fairly impressed with it. I like it. One of the things I really liked about this is it has YKK zippers. It doesn't say it anywhere on the zippers. Okay, yeah, it does. On the inside, it's too small for y'all to see, especially in black. But on the inside, when you open it up, you look at the bottom of the zipper. On the inside, they say YKK. So let me go to what it says about this bag online. I got my tablet out. Let me open that back up. Description: water resistant 1050 denier nylon, flexible main storage compartments, internal dividers, compression straps, hydration pocket, fleece lined eyewear pocket, sternum strap, MOLLE compatible webbing on front and sides, elastic keeper for strap ends, name tape and flag holder, YKK zippers. Well, this has two colors, black and flat earth, but when you open it up at the website, it shows many more colors. So I don't know, maybe it's just an old description. That's strange. Let's see. Let's go back. And another thing is, I looked at 511.com. This bag's only $139 there. They're selling it everywhere that I found for $129. You know, Academy.com or LA Police Gear, everywhere was $129. That's why when I went to Academy, they were like, "Oh, we can order for you 3 to 5 days, free shipping. You know, you just come pick it up, blah blah blah." I was like, "Well, it's the same price as LA Police Gear, but with LA Police Gear, you know, I got the LA Police Gear trauma, or pocket trauma pack, and it says what's in it. I'll have to find it, and then it also came with a free hat. You know, I'm not particularly fond of these style of hats, or tan, because I tend to get my hats dirty. I like to wear camo or cowboy hats. But if you go on down here, why is it not going? The other thing I like about this, it didn't say that it had it in the description. I think it just said the 511 Rush 12 did. So this must be a new feature. But it has this, so it doesn't come with a waist strap, but it has these two, I don't know what you call them, like loops or something, where you could actually add your own nylon waist strap, you know, put a plastic buckle on it and make your own. Now, you won't have anywhere to tuck it like on the 511 Rush 72, but you can make your own, maybe just buckle. What I usually do when they don't have a pocket, just buckle them together and cinch it down as tight as I can, and that way it's just there, you know, sitting right here in the small of my back. And you got padding, you know, here, down at the bottom, and padding here, and it has like a rubberized placeholder. Now, one thing to note, the day I wore mine, you know, we probably walked several miles that day with that bag, and like I said, it was heavy, and I didn't wear the waist strap, but I rubbed some of this rubbery shit off the bag on my 511 Rush 72. So that's something to note, because that bag's tan, and I believe these are tan, and I was noticing there's like couple of black spots where it's not rubbery anymore, it's just black, and I was like, well, damn, what the hell happened? And the only thing I could think of was that I had worn it that day, and I guess the friction from not being strapped to rubbed that off. So just note, I don't know what exactly this is, but this shit will rub off, and you know, that's not that big a deal because you still got the padding behind it. It's just kind of a cool feature. I think it looks cool, and I like to keep myself looking new for as long as possible. So, you know, I wonder, like, had I strapped it, would it still happen? Probably, maybe, maybe not. But, you know, so that's just a thought. This doesn't come with a waist strap, so you might consider that if that's something that would, you know, be of an issue to you. Let me see if I can find the hat. It says it's a hook and loop hat. It's normally a $14 value. You know, you get it for free. I gotta say, it feels like pretty good quality. You know, I mean, it's not the best hat I've ever got, but it's, you know, it's pretty good. And I like how the Velcro up here is stitched all the way around. Because what I don't like about, I bought some of these that are Condor, and then one that's some other brand that I got at some place in San Antonio when my wife and I went for a visit one time. It looks really cool, but this part kind of like flips up. It's kind of like up here at the top, you know, this little place up here. A lot of people put their blood type or something, you know, how it's just not sewn in real tight. That flap, you know, starts to get loose, and I think it looks like shit when that happens. Not that big a deal. but I don't like them. But this one I actually kind of like because it's sewn in all the way around. So this part stays nice and tight to the hat. And I think it'll help your patch stay nice and tight to the hat instead of, you know, flipping up and making it. I think some of these hats look stupid on people. You know, when their patch is on there, the patch, it looks like it's fucking falling off the hat, or, you know, that drives me nuts. So let me look on their website for LA Police Gear Pocket. Because this thing has some cool stuff in it. Nothing like major, but it has some cool stuff in it. Let's see, is it going to work? No. Anyway, it's got like some gauze and some other shit in it. Alright, here it did come up. Okay. Alright, this says it's normally $19.99. They're on sale right now for $9.99. Alright, it says what's in it is one resealable LA, damn it moved. One resealable LA Police Gear trauma bag. So I guess if you know, if you did open it, you could throw your stuff in another pouch or something in here, and then reuse this as maybe like a water container. It didn't say that, but you know, it's resealable. One pair of nitrile gloves and baggie with biohazard tag. One conforming gauze non-sterile. Two sterile gauze 4x4. Two sterile gauze 2x2. One trauma pad 5x9, and these are inches by the way. One triangular bandage, one roll of duct tape 2 inches by 26 inches, 5 benzalkonium chloride wipes. I don't know what those are. Maybe like alcohol swabs or something. One set of trauma instructions. So that's something like, it doesn't have a lot of stuff, but it's got some stuff where I could add, you know, some Neosporin and some Band-Aids, you know, and make kind of my own first aid kit. And it's a start, you know, because I have some other first aid kits for my, you know, my big, like my bug out bags and stuff, but I don't have any for like my EDC bags. I mean, I've got Band-Aids and stuff on me, but nothing that I would consider, you know, very extensive. But at the same time, you know, for this kind of bag, I don't really need anything super extensive, I feel, because I'm just going back and forth to work. But if something happened at work, I want a bag where I could, you know, have some stuff to get myself home and sustained and get myself back to my family. Because really, any bag I carry with me every day, it's mostly my get home bag. Because I need stuff that I need to carry at work, or I want stuff that I can carry at work and use and be functional. And then at the same time, something that could help get me back to my family in the event of an emergency or any kind of issue. You know, say something like 9/11 happened, I don't know, and I need to get home to my family. Like, I like having those, I don't remember, like N95 or R95 masks. I like having those on me, and I usually carry 3 because I have, you know, my wife and my son and myself. And that way, you know, I carry the brunt of stuff because, you know, my wife's not a very big lady. You know, she's like 130 pounds, 5'6", and she's going to have to carry my son. So we have her one of those baby carriers, but he's damn near 30 pounds now, you know, at 15 months old. He's a big boy, and I don't want her to be burdened with lots of stuff that I could carry, you know, if we both have to get home. So, or if we're just out, say we're out shopping, you know, I used to carry that 511 Wrestling 2 bag, but then I found over time it just kept getting more and more full. So I'm hoping that with this bag I can just carry, you know, the bare necessities that, you know, like those N or R95. I don't remember which one's the best right now, but carry some of those, you know, Shema, you know, some Band-Aids, first aid kit, you know, some Benadryl. My wife has allergies, so carry some Benadryl, maybe some baby Tylenol for my son while he's little, because sometimes he runs a fever, he doesn't feel well, he gets a runny nose, stuff like that. But all in all, I like this bag. I like that it's water resistant. I know the 511 Rush 72 was water resistant as well, because I had it with me at work and I was walking around and it started raining, and it started raining pretty hard, and I'm like, damn, all my stuff's gonna get wet. And you know, later that day the bag itself still looked wet, but everything inside was dry. So, you know, knives and stuff I had in there, went ahead and took out and you know, oiled them just in case. Anything metal I took out and oiled it, but the rest of the stuff I didn't really worry about. I took everything out, made sure everything's still dry, and after that I actually started putting my stuff in, you know, dry bags, not expensive ones, just dry bags from Walmart, something that would help with, you know, something like that, in case it did rain hard enough that did come through the bag. So I haven't had that issue yet. I like that it has YKK zippers, because the only other bag I found, even with 511, I looked at some other 511 bags, the only other bag I found that had YKK zippers and waterproof, you know, was, I looked at one VanQuest bag, it may have, I can't remember, and then, you know, the Maxpedition, of course, it had that 1000 denier, 1000 Cordura, you know, whatever, nylon, and it had YKK zippers. But then I looked at the cubic inches, and man, they wanted more money for that bag than this bag. It was like 140 bucks, and this bag was 130, and that bag was only like 750 cubic inches. I was like, damn, that's small. So I'm trying to train myself to carry just what I need in this, you know, adjust it as I need it. You know, maybe if I'm carrying something and it's like, dang, you know, I don't really need this, you know, switch it up, take it out, and just carry things that I think I may really need. Like, I used to always keep a hat clipped on my 511 Rush 72, and it came off one time when I was in the truck. I had it in the back seat, and I pulled it up to the front so I could get something out of it. I think a Band-Aid out of it, and it got hung up on something. I was mad, you know, because I hurt myself, and it was not bad, but you know, I was just mad because I'd skipped my finger up, or I think I cut myself on something, and I just grabbed the bag and just the hat pulled off, and I just never really put it back on, because it always just kept getting in the way. You know, I'd put it in the truck or take it out, try to get something out of the bag. The hat always just got in the way. So I'll try to find a spot, maybe like hook it, because all I do is I just take the Velcro off at the back and hook it through. Truthfully, at the time I was hooking it through the hand carry, and I think that process works well for me. I noticed it got in the way, so maybe I could clip it on you know, one of these zipper pulls or something where it's not always in the damn way every time I try to get in a pocket, or maybe just hook it through, you know, one of these molly things. So anyway, this has been Jacob, Good to Go Gear. Like I said, I've made a couple videos. I'm not the best at it, so I apologize if I didn't do very well on this. If y'all think I didn't, you leave a comment or something, let me know. I'll try to redo it. You know, maybe have my wife hold the camera where y'all can get better angles at looking in the bag. Because for me, I know it's hard for me to see looking in the camera while it's facing me, and it's black. I can't see the pockets and shit myself, so I don't know if y'all can or not. But anyway, this is Jacob, Good to Go Gear. I think with this bag, you'll be good to go. So thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Thanks.